Hello mermaids and barnacle boys, my name is Sponge Drew and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing once again another book reading kind of video, but this one is probably going to be a little shorter one and probably, a lot more, less reading to do. As you can see right here, this isn't your ordinary, kind of like square, rectangular kind of book. This one's a little different. You can see this is basically a book with SpongeBob's face on it, and this book is called Meet My Friends by Trisha Broskowski. Pretty sure I'm saying that right. This book right here, was by Simon Spotlight Nickelodeon, and this was released in 2002. So 22 years ago this was released. Now, I did show this off in another video in the past where I showed my entire book collection. I might have done a quick introduction for this book, but I can't exactly remember. But you guys can let me know if I already did. Then, well, this video is kind of a waste. But you know what? I'm here now. I have really nothing else to review. We're actually getting down to the wire of all my books that I have read so far, so there's only a couple of them left, but I'll save them for another video. See if we kind of fold this out a little bit. Basically look like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, it says it right there, and of course, and in the time of release, this was about $8. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to reading. Now, this book is very simple. It's really just for, very young kids. Kids who want to, know about SpongeBob and, want to watch the show and, want to know about him and, his other friends and whatnot. So you can definitely tell there's not really a lot of reading. But, like I said, I'll get right to it. Hi, I'm SpongeBob SquarePants, and this is my pet snail, Gary. Say hello, Gary. I take him for a walk twice a day, and sometimes we play his favorite game, Fetch. Ready, Gary? Fetch! This could take a while. And I do appreciate, this book a lot because it uses classic, stock art images. If you're a big, fan of SpongeBob and you've been collecting it for a while, you can usually tell when something is old if you look at kind of the art and, the images and, art they use. If you actually compare from from the sorry, I cannot talk. If you compare it from how it was back then to it now, since modern SpongeBob merch uses oil painting, which I don't mind at all. This is my best friend Patrick. Friends. Sleeping is Patrick's favorite hobby. He's really good at it. We do lots of fun stuff together, blowing bubbles, jellyfishing, and visiting our next door neighbor, Squidward. He doesn't seem too very happy, and they do big fans of Mermaid and Barnacle Boy. I do like the two with them blowing bubbles. That's such a classic right there. The jellyfishing. Too bad they didn't give Patrick a net, but it is what it is. If we go to the next, we go over to the grouchy man himself, Squidward. This is Squidward. Not only do we live next door to each other, but we get to work at the Krusty Krab, too. Oh, my aching tentacles. Squidward is a real octopus of the arts. He paints beautiful self-portraits and plays clarinet. Well, his portraits are kind of mid, and his clarinet, playing is, not really all that great. I don't understand. Either because he's really good at it and his clarinet is just faulty, or he's just actually really all that bad. Nobody likes his clarinet playing, especially the jellyfish. Yeah, if you've ever seen the episode Jellyfish Jam, you'll see that jellyfish don't really like the clarinet that much. They really don't. And this is my friend Sandy. Howdy, y'all! She comes from a faraway land called Texas, where they breathe air, not water. Imagine that. She's a great surfer. In fact, she's the sportiest squirrel I know. We both love weightlifting, and karate. Yeah, SpongeBob once tried to, buy anchor arms to impress everyone, even Sandy, and while it looked pretty silly on him, it didn't go quite as well. And this is my boss, Mr. Krabs. He owns the Krusty Krab, the best restaurant in all of Bikini Bottom, where it's the finest establishment ever established for eating. I have the greatest job in the whole world. Money, 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 money. And there's one thing that's more fun than double overtime at the Krusty Krab, and that's being with all of my friends. And that's it. That's that's really about it. Honestly, like, there's really not a whole lot to, go through this book. Like I said, this is probably for, I would say 5 and below. Like, the parent would, buy this book. They read it to their kids. The kid would, look at it and be like, and ooh, about, each of the character themselves. Of course, we don't see Mrs. Puff, Larry the Lobster, or Plankton. But, that's okay. They'll get to know those characters in early episodes as well. But, yeah, I wish, they would take, I really like the way that, the book is made, where it's just, SpongeBob's face. I wish they could make more books like these. Maybe they do, or I just haven't seen a whole bunch of them. Or maybe they don't. I really don't know. But, like I said, they use a bunch of, old stock arts that they, made at the time, the colors and everything. You can see Patrick pink color here. It's a little, not bright, but a little dark. I mean, his skin color is more like a light pink, but that's okay. I mean, we got, good old, Squidward stock arts right here. I don't mind Squidward. I mean, yeah, he's kind of a jerk sometimes. But, we've seen memes that says the older we get, the more we understand Squidward. And I do kind of relate. I mean, sometimes when I'm at my job and I'm just like, oh, I just want to get out. So I understand Squidward's pain. But yeah, I do like making. I see a lot of funny AI art of Squidward, and it's kind of funny. I mean, I have different opinions about AI art, which I'll talk about in a future video, or maybe make a post about it. I don't know. But yeah, funny enough, for those who don't know, back when I was in elementary school, I actually played the flute and the violin, 2 instruments that I played. I don't know why my parents persuaded me to do playing an instrument, but I mean, it was okay. It wasn't my favorite. Elementary, I just got bullied so much, and I don't know why. But that's the past now. But yeah, we got Sandy, of course. Like I said, we see her surf a lot, especially surfboards and surfing. She's a professional karate player. She's also very smart with all of her techie stuff and whatnot. See SpongeBob trying to lift a bunny and a bear. Hilarious. There's not really much going on with Mr. Krabs. I wish there was more of him at the time, but hey, it is what it is. And we got the whole gang right here, and we got our little spongy man, of course. And yeah, that is Meet My Friends, like I said, by Trisha Brozowski. So yeah, that's really it for today's video. This is nice. It's a nice little book. It's definitely a nice book to display. You could probably try to hang this up or display on your shelf or put in your other books or whatnot. But if you love little books like these, I would recommend getting this. Even if you collect SpongeBob or don't, this is a nice little book to have. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching today's pretty short video. If you like what you see here and you want to see more videos like this where I review and or read books in the future, then be sure to subscribe to my channel today. Click that bell notification so you'll stay notified when I make new videos. Like the video, comment what you think of it. Do you like this book? Do you have this? Did your parents read this to you? Share with your friends, family, or other people who collect SpongeBob or love collecting nice little books for kids. And with that being said, I will see all of you in the next video. Bye bye.